All right, good evening, everybody. I was asked to make a video about staking crypto. So hopefully this video is helpful. I'm just going to go through kind of what it is, some places you can stake it. It's very powerful for passive income. Most of your banks are going to give you like 0.1% or less. I think the best bank in the world gets 0.6%, and there's a waiting list for that. And you'll see in a second, 0.6% ain't nothing. So I'll share my screen now and kind of go over what this is. Sorry, there it is. So, all right. So basically what is staking? It's an umbrella term used to denote the act of pledging your crypto assets to a cryptocurrency protocol to earn rewards in exchange. Staking allows users to participate in securing the network by locking up tokens. Consequently, users are rewarded for securing the network in the form of native tokens. The higher the amount of crypto assets you pledge, the higher the rewards you receive. The rewards are distributed on chain, which means the process of earning these rewards is completely automatic. All you have to do is stake them. This means your crypto assets earn while you sleep. So you stake your tokens, which means you're participating in the consensus of a decentralized network, and they pay you in rewards. So basically, you've heard of people mining. That's a kind of a different thing, but staking basically means you just kind of lock up your coins. You let them kind of halfway use your coins, and for that you stabilize their network, and they pay you every time there's a transaction. They will pay you little bits of that coin, and they'll tell you like 8% a year, 10% a year, whatever that is. So basically, there's lots of places out there to stake, lots of different wallets or exchanges and things like that. I'll go over several of them here that I prefer, that I like. But you can get pretty good rewards for this stuff compared to just having your money in a bank. So one of my personal favorites is Celsius. It's a US based company, SEC regulated, and it's actually a really cool app, and it just works well. I like it a lot. So they say 17%. You have to do some extra stuff to get the extra percentages, but you'll see on stable coins, it's like 8.8% on all these stable coins. So that's just a constant. They pay you out weekly every Monday morning. You'll get your eight, whatever percentage it is for that week. You've got tokens that are tied to gold, which is the PAX gold here. Crypto, Bitcoin 6.2, ETH is 5.35, synthetics is 13.9, Matic 10.5, DOT 8.8. So there's just, you see all these different coins, different staking rewards. There may be some better rewards out there somewhere you can find. I'll show you several tonight that, you can see that some are better than others. But it's also whatever you're comfortable with, because some of these places may be overseas, or maybe somewhere you're not familiar with. If something happened, you have no legal right to do anything. You'd have to go to that country and try to fight this company, and it'd be hard to do. So now, people watching this video may be in other countries, and if some of these exchanges are in your country, then it may be more suitable for you. But me being in the US, I do use a lot of overseas exchanges, but I got to be careful on which ones I use just for safety. But you'll see some of this isn't much. And these go up and down. This Mana, I think, used to be 2.5%, and now it's 0.5. So you'll have to kind of keep track of it. If you see something drops, to down lower than another place, you could just move it over there. So anyway, Celsius is a great app. They give a referral bonus when you move like $400, I think it is, over here for staking or anything else. They give you $50, and if you refer everybody you refer, they give you $50 in Bitcoin. So that can rack up pretty quickly if you know people that want to stake here that have more than $400 in any one of these coins. You can start racking up $50 referral bonuses in Celsius. And that's some cool stuff about this also. There's a lot of referral bonuses and stuff. So Voyager is another, I think it's based out of Canada, but it's North American based, SEC regulated, but they have some good too, 9% on stable coins. So after the bull runs over, however much money you make, if you decide you want to, during the bear run, you don't want to lose your profit or whatever, you can actually switch everything you have over to stable coins, which is very powerful also. So, if everything you have runs up 5 times itself or 10 times itself or whatever, when that starts to come back down, you don't lose, you don't have to lose. You can switch everything you have over into stable coins. And then when everything tanks, you still get you're getting your 9% interest on all your stable coins. And then when all the prices come back down in the bear market, things are a lot cheaper. You can actually switch it all back from stable coins and buy more crypto. So let's just say you had 20 grand in crypto, and everything tanked back down after a year and a half in the bear cycle. You could take that 20 grand and buy back more than you had. And then when it runs back up, you may end up with 60, 80, 100 grand. And then, the bull runs basically come every 4 years. That's just what the Bitcoin halving is. But with all the adoption going on, we may not have much of a bear cycle this time. Things could really just kind of keep moving. We're not really sure, but it could be a little bit different bull run than what we're used to. So, but you see some good rewards here. Polkadot's 12% here on Voyager, which it used to be 8%, so they've actually bumped it up. The one thing about Voyager is they do have a minimum monthly balance. A lot of places they don't really have minimums. You stake it, they give it to you, but they do have a minimum here. But you get some pretty good rewards on some coins here. So 2% is better than nothing, right? So 5% on Matic, Terra Luna. So you've got your rewards here that you can get from Voyager. Voyager's kind of a little bit newer. They don't have swap features, and some other things are lacking a little bit on. They're a little slow for transfers at times. They'll get their stuff together at some point. Their token just went in their to their 2.0 phase, and the price has really been running on it lately. And I think they actually give you a bonus. I think if you hold so much Voyager, they give you an extra 1% on all of this, so you could potentially have 10% in stable coins. There are some places that give 12%. I've heard that the Terra Luna network actually gives 20% on stable coins. So during the bear cycle, that's a great thing to do to find the highest stable coin potential value. Because, again, that $20,000, if you're getting 10% interest, that's $2,000 a year. You could let that stack up. Or you could, start paying off, that may be your electric bill every month or something. Those things can really add up. So another one is Exodus. Doesn't have a lot of different ones here, but you got Cardano is here. You can get almost 5% on Cardano, which is pretty good. Algorand, Ontology, 16%. So these are just some different options. Cosmos almost 9%, but I'll show you one here in a second that's a little better than that. But and Cosmos is a good project. Basically, the BNB coin is copied from this right here. This hasn't really blown up yet, but a lot of people believe this is a future like top 5 project here. So just FYI, Cosmos is great. No, not financial advice. Do your own research. I'll say that real quick so everybody knows. Atomic Wallet. There's some really good staking rewards here. Zilliqa is 15%. You get 5% on Cardano. Solana is 7%. Atom is 10%. This is one of the highest I've seen. I think KuCoin may have it a little bit higher. But Band Protocol 17%. This is their native token. The Atomic Wallet coin is 20% though. VeChain 1.3, 1.63, excuse me. And in some wallets, especially with like most wallets, I would say, or all of them except for like the exchange wallets, VeChain, when it gives you this 1.6%, you don't get paid out in VeChain. You get paid out in VThor. VThor is kind of their gas token. It's the token you need to move VeChain around. So so you actually get paid out in this, and it pays out like every 10 seconds or something, but it's a very small amount, but it ticks up. I've been holding mine for a few months now, and I think I have several hundred of these just free. They're not worth much, but they could be one day. That's the potential of it. These coins are going to grow in value over the next year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years or so. And if you're just steadily stacking these coins, it could really, really add up quick. Algorand 7.2, Polkadot 7.8, but that's kind of low. You can get better than that. So, but it just depends on what coins you have and where what you're looking for. This is probably the highest I've seen on Zilliqa, and then Band Protocol 17%. That's a good interest rate there, or staking reward there. This is KuCoin, which is actually an exchange, and one of the kind of rules that we go by in crypto is you don't want to hold your coin on exchanges. If you don't have your private keys, which is a 12-word mnemonic passcode they give you when you when you open up a wallet. If you don't own those, you don't really own your crypto. If something happened with KuCoin or one of these other exchanges, they could just be like, oh, your account doesn't work anymore because it's centralized. Wallets are decentralized. There's no middleman. You have control over it completely. So, that's just one thing to think about. But there's a few that I trust. I use KuCoin all the time. It's just one of my favorites. It's easy. It's easier to use. These type of exchanges are actually harder to use than some. Coinbase is pretty simple. You can just go buy or whatever. These are a little bit different because you're actually making spot trades from one coin to another. And there's a little bit different process to that. But for the most part, these are great exchanges. They have lots of coins. The fees are like 0.01%. So you're paying pennies to swap coins. It's a very cool thing. But anyway, you've got some good exchanges here, like something like Hydra is 73%. It used to be 180%. That's when I bought in. It slowly dropped a little bit, but you basically, 73% a year. That's amazing. I think you need like a 10 minimum to buy into that or something. The coin's like $19 right now. A coin. It was up over 40 when I bought actually. So, but that's okay. Dot 12.2. This is one of the better ones here for Dot. But you've got some other ones. DeFi here is 31. And then I'll kind of go into they actually have quite a few. Harmony 1, 8%, Kusama 6%. So you've got some pretty decent ones here. There's the Hydra again. Atom is 9.26. They've got some promotional ones too, like PDEX, which is one of my favorite projects. It's going to be a centralized exchange, like an order book exchange, and a decentralized exchange all in one on the Polkadot network, which is basically like it's kind of never been done before, and they're doing it on the Polkadot network. Unfortunately, this is completely full within like a day of them opening up. This 18.9 is filled up. So I think there's some, maybe another exchange, Gate.io may have some too. I don't know if it's full, but the PDEX project should go live in the next month, probably. Like their actual own exchange should go live in the next month, and they're going to be doing staking there as well. So this is one to keep your eye on. This is kind of the coin right now, I think is like $12 a coin. But when you look at the tokenomics on it, if the market cap for this coin ever got to 1% of Bitcoin, 1% of Bitcoin's market cap, it's like a $4,000 coin, and it's like $11 right now. Now, it may not ever get there. I'm not trying to say it will, but just FYI, there are some coins out there that are potential gold mines. Like if they even do a percentage of what they could, they're going to 20, 30, 40, 50 times themselves. So there's some really amazing projects out there if you really get to looking at it. Kraken is another one that's good. A lot of people use this to put their Dot and Kusama on because it's a straight 12%. You get paid daily. I believe on this one. So that, there's some good rewards here. You got Flow here, which is a great NFT project. They're the one doing the the NBA Top Shot, where you can buy video moments from NBA games. I've been buying those for months now. Those are amazing. You've got Solana and Atom, and you can, ETH 5 to 7%. Kava is 20%. I mean, so you've got some pretty good rewards here. So then you go into some different things. Like there are some coins that if you hold them in your wallet, like let's say MetaMask or Trust Wallet or something like that, you can actually go to their website, like Superbit, for example, and you click staking. And basically you can connect your wallet. If you're actually like, let's say you're holding it in Trust Wallet and you use Trust Wallet doesn't have a D app anymore, I don't believe. So let's say MetaMask. If you're using your MetaMask wallet and you go into the D app browser and you go to this website, you can just click Connect Wallet and it'll automatically connect the two, and you get 20% staking on Superbid. So sometimes you have to just hold it in your wallet and just kind of prove to them that you have it. They kind of keep an eye on your wallet, and they will just give you like daily rewards or hourly rewards or every 20 minutes or a few seconds or whatever, however their tokenomics work. But this is a cool project too. Their app's about to come out soon. It's basically they're letting like social media influencers and celebrities, athletes, anybody they want, auction, whether it be items or experiences with them. They've got a few already that are doing some things, but they're going to have some bigger people coming soon. And you have to, Superbid's a utility token, so you have to own Superbid to actually purchase these experiences or these things. So you've got a celebrity that wants to auction off the dress they wore on the red carpet. They could put it on here and say, hey, for 2,000 Superbid coins, you can have my dress. And, and right now it's like $3.30 a coin. And the tokenomics on that is pretty good too. So it has the potential to run pretty soon, especially once they actually start doing the auctions here in the next month or two. So these are some pretty cool projects. But the Uniswap API, that's if you do a liquidity pool. I'll talk about that in a second. That's a little bit different. That's a little bit more complicated, but you can get some pretty interesting rewards with that as well. But so like for Uniswap, this is a Uniswap protocol. Basically, this is a place where it's a decentralized exchange, so there's no human interaction. It's all done on smart contracts. But you basically can come in here, and it's based off the Ethereum network, most of the coins. But if you have ETH or any Ethereum-based coins, you can just straight swap it for anything, 1inch, Aave, whatever. And you'll have to connect your wallet. It's best to do it through, like, if you have MetaMask or something where you can connect your wallet directly to it, or go through use the D app to get there. That works a little bit better. If anybody has any questions on that, reach out to me. But a lot of wallets have a browser that's built in, like an internet browser, the Web3 internet browser, and you can go to websites and connect wallets and do all kind of stuff through your wallets. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. So you can connect a wallet, and then if you have, like, your MetaMask wallet has 0.5 ETH, it'll show up here as 0.5, and you can just swap part of it or whatever you want for Aave. There'll be a fee. The gas fees have come down now, so it's usually not more than a few dollars, or 10, 15 at the most. It used to be like 60, 80 to swap coins. It's kind of crazy, but it's better now. But pooling is where you would do a liquidity pool. So basically, if you had some Superbid and you had some Ethereum and you wanted to put it into the Superbid Ethereum pool, you would put equal parts Superbid and Ethereum. So if you had $1,000 Superbid, $1,000 Ethereum, you would take those two, put them together, put them into a pool. And you basically, every time someone comes here and they swap ETH for Superbid or Superbid for ETH back and forth, you get a percentage of the fees that go back and forth. So that $10 that they pay to swap it, you'll get a small portion of that. So the more swaps that happen, the more fees you make. So there's a way of making money also. This gets a little complicated, and the reason I don't do it much is because, let's say you had 1 ETH and, I don't know, 500 Superbid. I'm just throwing out numbers. Eventually, you're going to end up with either like 600 Superbid and like 0.8 ETH, or you're going to end up with like 1.2 ETH and like 200 Superbid. So one's going to go up and one's going to go down. So if that can happen, you're going to lose some but gain the other, and that can sometimes you can lose money that way. The first one I ever did, I lost ETH and gained this other coin, and that coin wasn't worth much, and ETH was going up in value, and I lost. So I basically lost money doing that. So this can work. There's a lot of things you can do with yield farming and things like that. I'll actually show y'all another thing here. Zapper.fi is a pretty cool thing. You can connect your wallet to it. But basically this you can, whether it be the BNB network, the Ethereum network, the Polygon network, or whatever, you can kind of connect your wallet. It'll give you like a little bit of a portfolio look where you can kind of see what all your coins are, but it allows you to swap between networks and different things or whatever. So there, and then also on this page, like if you wanted to do like ETH and Aave liquidity pool, it'll let you look at that, and it'll tell you the best percentage rate of it. Because for some coins out there, they actually give you, not only do you get the fees, but you get a staking reward too. And some of them are actually pretty high. Like, I've seen up to 180, 200% if you do like a stable coin with some other coin. So there's a lot of like high percentage stuff out there, but it gets a little more complicated once you get into the liquidity pools and yield farming and all that type of stuff. Staking is just real easy, and it's just kind of a straight interest rate. But for the most, you'll see like the percentages that are out here. It's just 12%, 10%, 15, 20%. like the 70 something percent for the Hydra. So there's just a lot of percentages out here that are just much better than banks. I mean, if you knew someone that had, the retirement or something, $100,000 in the bank, and they're only getting 0.01% or something crazy, they could be getting, 8.8% off that money every year. And that's several $100s a month. I mean, for some people that might be their rent or their, what I mean, that's a lot. So there's just a lot of potential in this staking, and what you can make off the percentages. And I mean, if you've got investments, if you've got projects you like I'm a big fan of Dot, I'm a big fan of Matic too. But Matic started out as to help ETH, but they've got like a 4-layer thing going on here. They've got their own network blockchain, and they're about to do some stuff. So Matic's pretty cool. But if you like the Dot project, if you think one day that's going to be a massive project like Ethereum or something, like potential and growth, might as well be getting 8% interest on it for the year, 2, 3, 5, 10 that you hold it. So anyway, I don't want to get too long-winded here. Sorry if this is a longer video than I meant it to be, but there's just a lot of power here in some of these staking rewards and ways to make money. If you're gonna be holding something anyway, if you like Cardano, you might as well be getting 5% interest a year on it. So anyway, all right, y'all reach out to me if you have any questions. I hope this video isn't too complicated. I hope it kind of explains things for you, but this is just a very cool thing in the crypto world that I think it's one of the reasons that banks want to get into this, because they've got their investors that normally invest with banks coming to them going, hey, I hear you can get 10% interest in crypto. Y'all are giving me 0.2. I want to move my money to that. Banks are scared to death that people are going to pull all their money out of banks and start doing it themselves, staking. So now banks are trying to find ways to offer crypto to their customers so that they can still keep their customers, but give their customers 6, 8, 10, 12% or better interest rates on their money. Banks want into this. And that's why a lot of adoption is happening, because banks realize, hey, let's say the network is given 10%, we can offer people 8%, we get to keep the 2%. They're happy because their money's still safe in the bank, or we can control their money like they want, like they're used to, and they feel secure, and we're making money off of them still. So there's a lot of adoption that's about to happen. It really is an amazing thing. It's a brand new technology. Don't feel like you've missed a boat on crypto. This is still top of the first inning. I mean, this is something that's like the internet. It's going to change the world on what all can be done. So anyway, just reach out to me if you have any questions. Much love, everybody.